give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Back to throw. It's Fafita. He slings it deep to the left. It's a seam wide open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently...
Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Guys, let's chat about Florida. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Still looking, on the move. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on second and short. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, no! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Guys, let's chat about Florida. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Gators are in the hurry up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns. touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
The offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Brought down, but not before he bulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Throws and fires complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open. Easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Bringing the heat. At the 35, he's loose. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. And the Gators in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, to never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Dances away to buy time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's got it on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Buys a little extra time. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it inside the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gators moving quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit. Up-tempo for the offense. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run on the doorstep. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Motion from the wideout. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on offense, you know this is four-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in fourth and goal situations just like that. You could call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two of the most historic programs in college football, Notre Dame and USC. Let's recap who's taking home the jeweled shillelagh. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Finds his man. It's Wilson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This quarterback part of their running game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a 1st down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the Sunday. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. The handoff to Johnson. Got the 1st down and more. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He got it loose and it was lights out after that.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Under fire. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Gators will hustle to the line. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, it's on the ground. 5 ball. Offense scoops it up and still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wide receiver comes in motion. second down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Fafita. Got him downfield. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Still running at the 35. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game spot. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Gators are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And and he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over San Diego State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, Dave. Turning it on! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you've got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't
like, my controller is literally not responding.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite.
That's the shit that's pissing me off. Like, I can't get my shit to go where I want it to go.
All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Oh, I got it shit away. I know I should have played this nigga sleeper. I could just looking the fuck up.
Execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
That's just something, man.
To throw, it's Fafita.
This shit. Look at this shit here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
How the fuck can somebody even see out there?
Another big play in this passing attack.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 8. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Johnson. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they're now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. The result of this game is going to